It happened in the blink of an eye, a digital ghost story whispered in the darkest corners of the internet. One day, the markets were there. The next, they were gone. Millions in cryptocurrency vanished. Not from a bank, not from Wall Street. This was a heist inside the underworld itself. The dark web, built on secrets and mistrust, had been robbed blind by one of its own. A phantom with a keyboard pulled off the impossible. Not just stealing money, but shattering the illusion of a safe haven for criminals. Trust was shattered. The underworld learned a brutal lesson. Even in a world built on mistrust, someone can always outsmart the system. The heist was a warning shot. No one is untouchable. And the digital world would never forget. On the dark web, scams are the rule, not the exception. The most common? The exit scam. Admins build trust, then vanish with millions in cryptocurrency. There's no police to call, no one to report the theft to. Phishing sites trick users into handing over their accounts. Every transaction is a gamble. The only rule, trust no one, and expect betrayal. Welcome to the dark web. How does a hacker take over an entire marketplace? It starts with a single hidden entry point, a backdoor. Think of a website as a house. The front door is the login page, but a hacker looks for an unlocked window in the basement. A backdoor is that secret window, hidden deep in the code, letting a hacker bypass all normal security. These backdoors are planted with skill. Sometimes a hacker offers to improve a site's security or add features. The administrator, not a master coder, agrees. The hacker fixes bugs, adds features, and slips in their secret door. It's a tiny, innocent-looking function, activated with a special command, giving the hacker total control. The admin never sees it. The users never see it. The backdoor lies dormant, waiting. The hacker can watch everything: messages, transactions, passwords. They're a ghost in the machine. They wait until the market is at its peak, holding the most cryptocurrency. Then, with a single command, they trigger the heist. It's not brute force, it's quiet, patient infiltration. The hacker becomes part of the system they plan to destroy. They build trust with the very people they'll rob. It's the ultimate inside job. The administrator thinks they're in charge, but they're just a caretaker. The real owner is the one with the key to the secret door. When the time is right, the hacker walks in and takes everything. The perfect crime leaves no trace, just empty wallets and shattered trust. The lesson: the greatest threat is often the one you invite inside. In the dark web, every line of code could be a trap, and every offer of help could be the start of your downfall. The backdoor is the hacker's signature move, and it's almost impossible to spot until it's too late. Let's make this simple. Imagine a website's code is like a recipe book. To log in, you need the right ingredients: username and password. The website checks your ingredients. If they match, you're in. Now, imagine a hacker adds a secret step to that recipe, a backdoor. It might look like this: if the password is user_password, let them in. But the hacker adds, or if the password is masterkey123, let them in. That little "or" is the backdoor. Now the hacker can log in as anyone, anytime with their secret key. They don't need to steal passwords. They have a universal key. Real backdoors are more complex, hidden in innocent-looking code, buried in thousands of lines. Finding one malicious line is like finding a poisoned grain of rice in a silo. Once the backdoor is in place, the hacker has ultimate power. They can read messages, access financial controls, redirect payments, and change withdrawal addresses. No one knows until it's too late. The entire system becomes a puppet, and the hacker pulls the strings. One secret key, total control. That's how a single line of code can bring down an empire. In the world of cybercrime, simplicity is deadly. The smallest change can have the biggest impact, and the best backdoors are the ones you never see. Stealing from a website is one thing, but what if you could control the very roads that lead to it? The dark web runs on Tor, the onion router, wrapping your traffic in layers of encryption, bouncing it between random nodes worldwide. This provides anonymity, but there's a weakness. If a hacker controls enough nodes, they can perform a correlation attack, matching the timing and size of data packets entering and leaving the network. They can't read your encrypted data, but they can link your real IP address to the dark website you're visiting. This shatters the illusion of anonymity. A hacker with this power doesn't need to break into a website, they just watch the traffic. They can identify the real-world location of servers, users, and administrators. This information is incredibly valuable, sold to law enforcement or used for blackmail. Imagine being an admin thinking you're safe, then getting a message, "I know who you are. I know where you live." The hacker doesn't ask for money, they demand control. The admin has no choice but to comply. By controlling the network, the hacker becomes an all-seeing eye. Anonymity is an illusion, and the price of exposure is everything. The real power isn't in breaking in, it's in watching, waiting, and knowing. The dark web's greatest weakness is the very network it relies on. Control the roads, and you control the kingdom. In the end, the hacker who sees all, owns all. This isn't just theory, it's happened. One of the most famous cases, Evolution, the king of the underground in 2015. Run by Verto and Kimball, Evolution was trusted, professional, and handled millions in illegal transactions. Then in March 2015 it vanished overnight. Panic erupted. Users hoped it was a glitch, but a staff message revealed the truth. The admins had pulled a massive exit scam. They disappeared with 23,000 bitcoins, worth $12 million then, over $1 billion today. The betrayal was total. Verto and Kimball spent over a year building trust, encouraging users to keep large balances. Their entire operation was designed for one purpose: to pull off one of the largest cryptocurrency heists in history. The story of Evolution, and its mysterious admins, sometimes called plural of mongoose, is a stark reminder. There is no honor among thieves. Anonymity protects both users and criminals. Verto and Kimball were never caught. They vanished, becoming legends. In a world without laws, the most ruthless and patient win. The lesson: trust is the ultimate vulnerability. The bigger the promise, the bigger the betrayal. Evolution's fall proved that even the most trusted can be the most dangerous. The dark web remembers its legends, and its losses. In the end, the only winners were the ones who disappeared, and the rest were left counting their losses in the shadows. Many believe using a VPN makes them safe on the dark web. They turn on their VPN, open Tor, and feel invincible. But a standard VPN can make you less safe. It creates a single point of failure, your VPN provider. You trust them with your real IP and your connection to Tor. Many VPNs claim no logs, but some have been caught lying or hacked, exposing user data. If a hacker or government gets access to the VPN servers, they get a list of everyone connecting to Tor. This defeats the purpose of anonymity. Using a VPN before Tor is like hiring a bodyguard and telling them your secret destination. If they betray you, you're exposed. The Tor network is designed to be used directly. Adding a commercial VPN doesn't add real security, it just adds another party who could betray you. It's a false sense of safety with real consequences. In the world of digital shadows, trust is the biggest risk. The more people you trust, the more ways you can be compromised. True anonymity is about minimizing trust, not multiplying it. Don't let a VPN become your weakest link. If a VPN isn't the answer, what is? Security is about layers and decentralization. Advanced users chain multiple VPNs or use Tor over VPN in specific ways, but it's complex and slow. A better approach: change your operating system. Use Tails, a live OS that runs from a USB stick, forces all connections through Tor and leaves no trace. When you shut it down, it's as if you were never there. Never use personal information. No reused usernames, no familiar passwords, no personal details in messages. Even a tiny detail can reveal your identity. True anonymity means becoming a digital ghost. The most important rule: be skeptical of everything and everyone. Trust is a liability. Assume every link is a phishing attempt, every person a scammer or undercover agent. Assume every market will eventually exit scam. Paranoia isn't unhealthy here, it's essential. The only way to survive is to be more careful than everyone else. Safety isn't a product, it's a discipline. The dark web rewards caution, not confidence. In this world, the careful outlast the clever. We've journeyed into the digital abyss, where hackers become kings and trust becomes a weapon. The story of the dark web is a story about human nature, greed, betrayal, and the thirst for power. The technology changes, but the game stays the same. The grand heist wasn't an anomaly, it was inevitable. The lesson isn't just for dark web explorers. The same tools, backdoors, phishing, social engineering, threaten everyone. The internet is a wild frontier, full of predators waiting for a mistake. Be careful what you click. Be suspicious of emails asking for your password. Think about what you share online, and who might be watching. Trust in websites, companies, and networks is fragile. As we've seen, it can be shattered in an instant. The phantom hacker proved the most powerful skill is knowing who not to trust. In the world of ones and zeros, nothing is ever truly deleted. Every action leaves a trace. Every secret can be discovered. The only defense is vigilance. In the silent glow of your screen, trust no one. Your digital life depends on it.